Hey guys, Dr. Dex here. Today I want to talk to you about 5 different ways to stay cool in this summer heat. So if you like this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon to be notified when we're putting out new content. All right, so these are tips and tricks maybe to use on your job site. Maybe not. Maybe you're just going to use them for various reasons to stay cool around your house, out on your deck, hanging out in the backyard, on the patio, and that kind of thing. These are just ways I've found over the last 30 years from me, myself, and I, and my team, and anybody else on site to help them stay cool. So the first thing I'm going to show you is a product. It's a really quick, easy hack. You just hook it up to a garden hose. It's just a basic misting system. There's some mister tips that you screw into various ports on this line, and then you can zip tie it to any particular gazebo, patio cover, RV. You can do it, screw it to a fan if you want. We're gonna get into that in a little bit and show you guys what's up with that. And other things as well. So these are cheap. I think I found these on clearance for $1, but I'm sure they're like $5 or $6, maybe 10 bucks now. You can find them in just about any hardware store or online, probably on Amazon. This one's called Mist and Cool, portable outdoor cooling system. This one has 1/4-inch tubing. There's other ones with 3/8-inch tubing and different connections for you to be able to hook up to your garden hose and that sort of thing. So I found these to be really useful and purposeful, and they really will help cool down your space quite a bit, which I'm gonna kind of intro from there into our next item, which is I took one of these misting systems and I installed it on a fan. So basically, this is a power fan that you plug in, and then you have your hose hooked up to the cooling system, and then you just turn them both on, and you have a powered system. So if you're more interested in learning how I did this, check out our other video. We'll put a link down in the description, and you guys can see how we actually created this cooling fan for our job site. And this is primarily what I use it for, unless I'm doing something around the house outside that I need to stay cool. But it really does help, and it really does work, because we just did a video on it, so go check that video out as well. Okay, so here's another way that I personally stay cool in the summertime. I use a lot of wide brim hats, and some of them are just really soft brims. They just kind of tuck down on your face a little bit more. And then I have some that are more of a stiff brim. Some of them have a little bit of a wire shape around them, so they stick out a little bit further. You can kind of tweak them, that kind of thing. Most of these are hammered because I've used them so much in the sun. And also, when you're getting really hot, just getting these soaking wet and then putting them on your head really helps. So I think one of the coolest parts about these type of hats is if you get one with a neck shield or a gaiter or something like that, that will really help keep the sun off the back of your neck, which is really a vulnerable spot for heat stroke and that kind of thing, is when you're in the sun a lot and you have that sun beating down on the back of your head. It gets overwhelming. So keep your hats wet and keep them on as long as you can, and just keep them cool. And then consider maybe getting something that covers the back of your neck and shoulders will work very well. All right, so the next thing, there's some technology out there that I've seen. I've been in the home, and you can get these at Home Depot or several other hardware stores, big box stores, that kind of thing. Neck gaiters and things that you can wear around your neck that you can keep cool. They have cooling towels and that kind of thing. So I don't personally use a cooling towel too much because I'm moving around so much. It's not like I'm just putting it around my neck and just relaxing going, oh, that feels really good. I'm on the hustle all the time. So if you are gonna wear something like that, I wear a gaiter, and I just soak this gaiter and then I just pull it over my head and wear it around my neck like this. And the moisture will help keep that area. So you might wear one of these and one of those hats over the back of your neck to help you stay cool, just so your brain's not cooking. Because you know, when we get in our state up around 100 degrees, it's almost unbearable. It's just really hot and muggy and super humid, and so it can be really super wet, dank heat versus a dry heat like you get in some of the southern states. So just another way to keep yourself cool. When all else fails, guys, this is probably pretty much common sense, but having a nice cooler, and you know, I've invested in some pretty nice coolers. This one is made by DeWalt. It's similar to a Yeti. It has the ability to buy ice packs that you can screw right into the top of the lid. I have a lunchbox version of this cooler that I use every single day, and I only put one ice pack in it, and it lasts me all day. I could also take those ice packs and screw them here, or I can actually buy a bigger ice pack and put it in here as well. I just like reusable ice packs because I'm not buying a $2, $3, $4 bag of ice every day at the convenience store on my way to work, which works wonderful. And these style coolers, these deep cold coolers, like the Yetis and some of these other ones, will hold ice for a very long time and keep everything cold. But I'm not really putting a lot of drinks in here. I'm mostly putting my lunch in here and then maybe one container of water. So I go through, on a standard day, I go through at least 100 ounces of water. On a hot day, I probably go through 200 ounces of water. And I usually putting some kind of flavor enhancer in it. And some people say, oh, those are bad for your kidneys, doc. You shouldn't do that. It's going to kill you, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay, I get it. But at least I'm ingesting more liquid and staying hydrated versus maybe not drinking as much because I didn't drink enough water or something like that. So that's my 2 cents. Of course, I'm not a doctor. Now, along with all this, you could also put your neck gaiter and even your hat, a spare hat or something like that in the cooler. And it feels so good to pull those out and put them on when you're working in this heat. So just a couple things you can do as well on top of using the cooler. One last thing that I have for you guys, if all else fails or you're just like struggling just to get through the rest of the day, if you have a blower, like I have a couple cordless blowers, and I've actually done this before because I was just so hot. I couldn't handle it. These DeWalt blowers actually have a trigger that allows you to leave the blower running. So I just throw a battery in this thing. I don't put it on high, but I can actually twist this blower mechanism. And you can see the handle, the trigger, start to go up. You don't need a heavy dose of wind or air, but you can just put it on a low setting, and that's plenty of air to keep you going. So, and I'll let this sucker run as long as I need it to. I don't care if I burn it up. I don't care if I waste the battery. I'm doing it because I'm hot and I don't want to get heat stroke. And I've had heat stroke before, and it's awful. You know, it's a terrible thing to get, and you just got to stay hydrated and stay cool. And these are just some great tips and tricks on how I've been able to cheat the system. Okay, so there's one other thing that you can consider. I prefer to use this blower, but if you have an air compressor and a nozzle on your job site, you can also use a little bit of compressed air. Compressed air comes out cool, and it feels great when you're on a hot day. It's maybe not the most efficient way to cool off, but hey, man, you got to do what you got to do. And I've actually done that before, where I've sat there and blown compressed air in my face for a couple minutes because I was so friggin' hot from the heat. So hopefully that explains a few ways that we keep ourselves from getting too hot on the job site in the summertime. I hope it helps somebody out there. If you like this video, you learned something, don't forget to check out that misting fan video as well. Please click that subscribe button, hit that bell icon to be notified when we're putting out new content. Leave a comment below, let me know what you thought of this video, and don't forget to like it as well. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.